Hello, hello, hello. Um, Hi, I'm Connery, and this is Solo Foundry. Ah, this is the Solo Foundry channel. Um, Coming at you. So the point of this channel is playing around with tools that let people build web and mobile apps without having to learn how to code and without hiring a developer. So I am a developer. That's kind of been my career for the last 15 years or so. But in the last couple years, and especially this year, 2019, 2020, there have been a crazy amount of tools coming out that let you not like you can bypass a lot of that, right? So if you have an idea for a web app or a mobile app or some sort of startup or business, is easier than ever this day, today to actually create that. So um, I was talking with a colleague, and they had done a walkthrough of Bubble with me, and so that's what I was thinking about doing today. Um, A, because I want to learn more, and B, because it seems like there is a ton of stuff in there that would be useful to show. So Bubble, um, yeah. So this is Bubble.io. Um, it is. Let's see what they actually say. What do they call themselves? Oh, I guess because I'm logged in. See what they say about what we can do. So yeah, you don't need to learn to code or hire engineers to make your idea a reality. Design, develop, and host fully functional, powerful web applications. So prototyping is just like getting the idea together, launching so people can actually use it. Iterate means you can change it, right? And then scale. They've got different pricing plans and being able to scale up. But it starts out, it's free. One of the cool things is that they've got like this workflow thing. So when you click a button, right, you can send an email, you can do this thing. This is like when you're actually programming using like one of the web frameworks. This is often what the backend will look like. Not the drag and drop, but like that's what your code is doing procedurally. And here it's doing it kind of in steps that you can control. Cool. Uh, my colleague showed me that they have plugins. So there's ranging from free to you could pay per month or you could pay upfront. Really cool kind of little functions that you can integrate with your app. And you can create some of your own custom ones too. So if you don't see something in there, you could do a little coding or hire, a programmer on Upwork to do one function, but you're still in control of like the rest of the app. And I think that's one of the big benefits. If I were to talk with somebody about why they should go this route, is even if you work with an agency, like a no-code agency or a contractor, you do a lesson or something like that. The fact that this is a long-term, I guess it may be like a medium term, right? You can get this thing off the ground quickly and cheaply and easily, and then you can tweak it yourself over time. And then the long term would depend, I guess, on how big your app gets, how complicated it gets, whether at some point, using an interface like that might become um, more complicated than actually having a development team. Um, One of the things with Bubble, so some no code tools or low code tools will let you actually export the code, um, so that you can actually use the tool to build it, and then you can export it, and then you can hire developers to keep maintaining it. In Bubble's case, their whole system is all integrated; it's proprietary, so you cannot export your code, but you can export the data. So I guess the worst case scenario would be, but it's a good problem to have. You get to the point where you're doing so well and you're so successful that you need to migrate. At which point you would have the resources to build. There's a saying in the lean startup community that you should just expect your first version of your software, your minimal viable product, your MVP, just expect to throw it away anyway. So in that sense, this meshes perfectly in there where you're able to use this to learn quickly, right? To launch quickly, to get feedback, to actually get users, and then at some point, you'll probably want to rebuild that, and whether that's with the same tool with Bubble or with a different no-code tool, or whether you would actually hire a development team at that point. So, yeah, total design freedom. It's got some data storage in there, style sheets. It's more like a style guide actually, but cool. Yeah, and here's the plugins, right? So Google Analytics, Optimizely as A/B testing. It looks like you can have like APIs in there. You can send emails. You can have input forms. Some pretty cool stuff. And then collaborators, so that you can have, maybe it's you and a co-founder, or maybe you bring on a developer or a consultant or an agency or something like that. But you're still able to be in there. So let's just look at these lessons, because I think that's a pretty good way to get started. My instinct is usually just to jump in and start poking around, but I actually did that a number of months ago, maybe like 6 months ago, and I was kind of overwhelmed. Even as a programmer, there was just a lot of options. So actually, if you give me just 1 second, I'm going to open a window. It is a little bit warm in here. Cool, just 1 second. So I will also point out, even though I haven't used Bubble before, if you watch some of my earlier videos in the past couple weeks, I've been playing around with a lot of the no-code tools. Sometimes in the context of building a charity donation app, and sometimes in trying to build an audiobook player. And neither of those are finished applications at this point. It still has been very educational to kind of get some hands-on experience with there's a lot of different tools out there, dozens of different tools. But the concepts are all the same. So behind it all is still code, right? It's still programming, it's still thinking about it. And I think that's the major skill. And I think, again, my colleague today had described it as if you're going to like take a lesson on how to code, you're kind of doing two things at once, right? You're thinking about how to think about programs, right? Which is the programming side of it. It's like the data flow and structure, user actions and stuff like that, how the different parts of the app are connected. And then you're also learning about the actual syntax of whatever language you're using, and then the features of the framework you're using, the best practices and that sort of thing. So those are two different things. And Bubble has a great article about that, Bubble Coding Programming, where I love this philosophy. Programming isn't the same as coding. So the programming is, how do they phrase it? Clear understanding of what the app does, right? And then the the coding is typing a highly structured text on the screen. So like the syntax and everything like that. So I'm a firm believer, if you have the right mindset, and you have the right mindset is just being able to think through things, right? It takes patience. It takes some sort of it takes training yourself to think of like these edge cases and the what ifs and those sort of things. But if you have the desire and you have an idea and you just feel like really compelled to do it, like you are the right person at the right time to do that idea. I'm a firm believer in that. That book, Big Magic, the idea that ideas use us as vessels to come into the world, and if we don't kind of get our butts into gear, then they'll find somebody else. But which is not the end of the world. But if it's something that's exciting to you, then go for it. So let's look at what we have here. So I don't know if this is big enough to be able to see database fields, right? So this is where we actually store our data. Okay, a set of locations on a map, addresses displayed on the map in real time. Okay, let's build a form, input, and a button to submit new locations. All right, we're going to go for search box. Okay. Insert dynamic data. Oh, maybe we just need to click it. Okay. Okay, then we click this. All right. So make it autocomplete. I don't know what's going on here. Let me make this. I don't know if their thing is weird because of. All right, let's get this one. All right, cool. Autocomplete addresses. So geographic places. Cool. Well, that was easy. Scroll up. Button. Click on the button. Let's change it to save. One of the things that I was shown today actually is that you can hover on pretty much anything, and it'll do a popover. I don't know if I can do that while it still has this, but all right. Save edit workflow. So when we're going to create a new thing, we're going to create a new type called a location. Cool. So we're going to set a field. Let's do create new field, address, and it's a geographic address. Cool. We want to set the location's address to what the user typed in the input. Click, and pick input addresses value. Cool. Okay, finally, let's add an action to reset the input after each. Oh, got you. That's saying to add it here. Got you. Element actions, reset inputs. Okay. Writing some design. Let's click on a map. Cool. We'll allow it to know my location. We'll create a whole list of them. Type of marker is a location marker. Data source would be do a search for type, location, map style to be bright and bubbly. Oh, I think they want me to pick something like my apple. Bright and bubbly. That's weird. Map box. Pale. Scroll up to what? Cool. Preview. So Bubble has some really great, really advanced features built into it. One of which is that you can have a development environment with, test data, and then you can have a production environment with like real production data, so that you're not accidentally, messing up people's stuff. One of the other things that I had learned is that there's this inspector which will let you go through and see information about, right? So the choice of this dropdown is a geographic place. Being able to click on the save button, right? So the condition when the button is pressed. Yeah, I don't know what happens when you do that, but okay, let's stop that one. All right, so I am in Juno, and let's add that. Cool. We'll add Anchorage. Cool. I am super impressed. Boom. Trying to think. So these are all places that I've lived. Yeah, I think that's it. Way cool. So, let's not go to the next lesson yet. Let's. I'm good for now. Wait, no, I do want to do it. I just don't want to do it right that second. I guess it's gone. Dang it. I was really looking for. Let's look at hard mode. I don't know what that means. So looking to move it around because I just dropped them in random places, right? The input box and stuff like that. Okay. I'm just kind of curious. Why is it doing this again? Is it on purpose or type prices, geographic places, button, add place. Start edit workflow. Is this like the same thing? Element action. Data things. Type. All right, this is just. I'm hoping that this is going to do more than the last one, but I could be wrong. Maybe hard mode is that there's no arrow. Maybe that's all it is. Okay, yeah, let's go back. Cool. Let's see what the second lesson is about. Building a sign-up system. So you can have users actually sign up for your applications, but you never see their passwords. That is something that Bubble takes care of, which is pretty cool. All right. Drawing some inputs. Let the users type their email and password. Input. Okay, let's call it email. Password. Input. Let's do it as password. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a format password. Cool, and a button. Cool, and this is going to be sign up. Button. Log in. All right, finding the sign up flow. So I'm just going to go in here real quick. Let's see if we can do, go away. Can we make this like a different style? Inverse button. Yes, but let's do it as standard button on the right, and we'll do inverse button on the left, because probably login is going to be the more common action. And then I'm sure there's a way to make these all, we were like, I don't know, align left, right, and these can maybe be align horizontal centers. Nope, align vertical centers. Cool. All right, so the sign up button, double click it. We're going to do start edit workflow, sign the user up. Email, we're going to get input email. Password, we're going to get input password. Oh, password's value. Cool. Let's create a new event when the user clicks on the login button. So I think we go back in here. Oh, no, maybe it is back in here. New event, okay. Elements, and element is clicked. Pick the login button. We want to log the user in. Email is input email, password. Oh, I keep forgetting to do the value there. Put password's value. Cool. Let's draw a group on the right side of the screen. What does that even mean? All right. I don't know what a group is. Let's add some text elements inside the group's border. Okay. Insert dynamic data. Current user's email. A button. Log out. And this the style will be warning button. Danger button. Start edit workflow. When this button is clicked, log the user out. Cool. Create a new event. When the user logs in, click on the new event placeholder and select when user is logged in. Click an action, element actions, show, group logged in. When user is logged out, hide an element, group logged in. That style is kind of funny. It's missing the text. All right. Sign up. Cool. Log out. Sign up. Oh, email already in use. Log in. Wow. Log in. That's the right password. Could not find the user. I am 110 million% impressed. Cool. This is good stuff. All right, let's see what level 3. Lesson 3. So the last couple streams I've done have, for some reason, died. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. If it does die, sometimes it's my actual internet here. It's fast, but it's been going down off and on lately, so I don't know what's up with that. Just letting you know, it won't be unusual if it happens. Okay, a voting app. One unique aspect of mobile apps is that they always display live data. We're going to build an app on top. It enables users to enter city names and vote on them. All right, we're going to draw a text input and a button to new cities. We did this before. And we'll do city name. Cool. Button, we're going to put this here and we'll say submit. Cool. Start edit workflow. New action, data, things, create new thing, type, create new type. With this one, we're going to call them city. Okay. I have a field, and it's going to be called name, and it's going to be of type text. All right, and we want to do to the input city's value. Cool. Second field to track the number of votes in the city. Cool. And we're going to call this one, I'm guessing, votes. So, whoa. It's going to be a number. Coolio. And then we're going to say votes equals 1. Cool. After they hit submit, we're going to reset inputs. Cool. So design. We're going to have repeating group in the container section. All right. Make it big. We will make it big. Cool. Type of content is going to be our city model that we created. The data source, we're going to say do a search for. Type city, sort by votes, descending yes. Cool. Let's add a border. Border style solid. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's add content to the repeating group. Draw a text element inside the first cell. Okay. Yep, it's inside that repeating group. So let's have it name dynamic data, the city, current cell's city, current cell city's name. Cool. We want the upvote icon, so drag a icon over here. Make it a heart. Let's make it a lot smaller heart. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, there we go. Go away. Make it a much smaller heart. Make it a much smaller heart. Okay, so I guess that's good enough for now. So when it clicks this, start edit workflow, we're going to Data things, make changes to a thing. We're going to change the current cell city. We're going to change the votes, and we're going to do current cell cities, votes, and then we'll do a plus 01. Cool. This is pretty gnarly. I'm like a good way gnarly. All right. You can do a lot better than this, but let's actually do a lot better than this. So if we were to go back to this design, how do we get rid of this guy? Cool. So let's take this and make it be just the city's name. And let's make that go up here. Make it go all the way over here. And then action can go over here. Let's do another text element. And this will be a dynamic field, current cells, cities, votes. Cool. Except I think I accidentally got it. This needs to go inside. It needs to go red, I think. Yep. All right. So let's align that to the right. That way it'll be over by the heart. Let's change this heart to be icon color. We're going to make it red, but conditional, I think, when the icon is hovered, when the icon is pressed. When, I guess we don't have a current user. Oh, yeah. So if we had a current user, if we combined them, right, we could say when the current user has a vote or something like that for that. Okay, that's okay. We'll just keep styling this. Yeah, we'll only make it that big. And then I think that this placeholder, it is actually, how did we do that before, that it was actually inputting a geography? Visual content, dynamic data. No. I already forgot what we did in that first one. What if we were to bring out another input? Oh, that's an interesting idea. So you could do this dynamic data to the current geographic position. I wonder what that looks like. I wonder if the reason that we didn't see the dropdown is because this is too close? I don't know. Oh, content format, it's not text, it's a... All right, what does this look like? Still really big. I like that. Cool. So let's take okay, let's put this back to being one column, and then we'll take the current cell out, and we'll take the heart out, and then we'll turn this back into being two columns, and then we'll try to put it back. It's like once you get off of the rails, right? It's like, dang, what even happens? So that doesn't seem to like, but that one I can put it inside that red box. But what about this other box? Can I put this inside the other box? No. Oh, got you. Because it's not saying that there's two columns per row. They're saying that you're repeating it in two columns. So this is still a city over there. Got you. Well, that's good to know. All right. So we'll bring this back in there. Ta-da. All right. And we'll bring this closer again. Let's preview this again. The rows are smaller. Cool. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Why can't I click that one? Not Anchorage, huh? Weird. I don't know what's wrong with that second one. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Let's go back to the lesson list and we can just totally disregard that whole thing. All right. Building a slideshow. Cool. There's a lot of these. All right. Bubbles design and add a slideshow element to the page. Take 3 minutes. All right, slideshow element. Oh, a plugin. Add plugin. Slideshow. Slick slideshow. I have a feeling that since everything is going slow, I wouldn't be surprised if this crashes. Not because of the bubble, because of my computer or the stream or something. Been doing something wrong. All right. Done to continue. Okay. Design slideshow. Cool. I think I did that. Cool. Click on upload another image to add your first image. I don't know. Let's go to Unsplash. Something that looks like slideshowy. Let's just look slideshow. Oh, I like that one. I like that color a lot. Beautiful. Switzerland, huh? Thanks, Damien Marcotte. So that was a 6 megabyte file, way too big for our purposes. So let's open it, and then we will go into Tools, Adjust Size, and we'll just make it a regular, 1024. And then we will move it to desktop, because that's much easier to find. All right. Upload image, static, double click, upload image, Damien Marcotte. Sweet. We're going to make a change to slideshow A. It's not selected right now, so we need to click to select it. Slideshow A. Oh, did I accidentally put 2 of them there? Okay, let's get another one. I like this. The cut of this person's jib. Oh, no, not blink. I mean, it's nice, but let's get some more of Damien's. Wow, so talented. Beautiful photos. Oh, it said to like it. I thought it was asking me if I wanted to actually. All right. Oh, search for free images. Splash base. That's cool. But we already downloaded the other 2. So let's take Damien's other 2. Damien. So it's the first one and the third one. Those are so pretty. All right. Let's do that one. And let's do a third one. All right. I think that's good. Customize the slideshow element. We're going to do the animation of fade. Add a solid border. 10 pixel stick. Okay, background color into something darker. Page element, background style, flat color to black. I don't remember uploading that one. Where did that one come from? Was that already in the thing? Or am I crazy? Huh. That's weird. Maybe I got that off that site accidentally. Which means, actually, if we were to get rid of the border, say no border, and let's just make this humongo. Go away. Pretty much as big as that page, we'll get it. I wonder if in here, if you could like, can you set things like the auto rotating? So let's do the slide. Autoplay, yep. Pause on hover, okay. Don't show the dots, don't show the arrows. Cool. And let's not pause on hover. Is that as far up as it goes? I guess it is. All right. Let me make it go further. All right, so then what if we put like, this is a bad paraphrase. Get the actual one. It's like one of my favorite T.S. Eliot's. All right, so then we can also make it that, and let's make it big, and let's make it white. What? Why won't it let us get any bigger? Can we like bring this to the front? How does the layering work on this? Bring to front. Okay. Sweet. All right, so now let's see what it looks like. That looks really bad. That looks okay. Conditional. I wonder if when slideshow A, Yep, slideshow A. Slide number. The number is not equal to 2. This color, font color is white when the slideshow A's slide number is 2, then the color is black. So let's see if we can get the trees to look different. So how do we change the state on this though? Transitions. Let's see. Elements. I don't really know what I'm doing, obviously. Conditional. When this slideshow I wonder if in the plugin can we do anything? Sorry, I can get back to the other thing. I just wanted to see if we can change the text when it's on slide number 2 so that you can actually show up on that lighter image. That's okay. All right. Go to next lesson. Actually, I'm going to take just a break, small, short break, because my brain is mush. It's a lot of stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Be right back. All right. So, next lesson. I forgot what this lesson was called. Did we actually get to see it? Sending data to a page. A key concept is that pages can be sent to display particular data from the database. Clicking on a profile picture show up on the profile page of that person. That makes sense. Cool. Users can submit pictures and they click on a link that opens a page that displays that particular picture and its title. Click on the input element. Type the title of the picture. Picture. Title. ... Cool. Picture uploader. Scroll up. Button. Let's call it upload. Cool. Okay. All right, start edit workflow. When we're going to create a new thing when it's clicked. Type. We're going to call a new type photo. Cool. We're going to create a new field called title of type text. We want to equal to the input title field. Second field called that's weird. Picture, input pictures, value, action, element actions, reset inputs. Cool. Let's go back here. We're going to create a new container. Repeating group. A big ol' repeating group. It's going to be of type photo. Data source, we're going to do a search for photos. Oh, a link. This is going to be the current sales photos title. Do a new page. Where's that new page? Oh, this one. Cool. Let's pick photo as the content type for the page. Data to send, current sales photo. What is this? Open a new tab. upload an image. We've got some of these beautiful ones. Say pretty trees. And then we'll do pretty water. And this one we will do pretty mountain. Pretty trees. Pretty water. Pretty mountain. That's astounding. So cool. Yeah, this is programming, thinking about sending data, what goes where, but no code. That is so cool. I'm really impressed. I'm sure this is only scratching the surface too. All right, conditionality, custom logic needed for your app on elements and on workflows. Drawing a text element whose color changes when the user hovers over on it with a mouse. Okay. Hover me. Okay, let's do conditional. Define another one when this text is hovered. We're going to do font color, set it to red. We're going to have an input, a button, and an alert, and display the alert when the user clicks the button, but only if the input isn't empty. Okay, add an input field. Draw a button to the right of the input. Like me. Okay, and let's draw an alert. Empty. I need a bigger screen. Okay. Start edit workflow. I'm on a MacBook Air, so it's a pretty small screen. Show message. Element actions. Alert show message. So only when input test value is not empty. Oh, look at the hover. Yay. Okay, and that's not showing the thing, but then we'll go blah, 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 blah. Not empty. Way cool. All right, what else we got? All right, bubble database lets you connect data with other types of data or with other data types to store a list of things, friends, items to buy, etc. We're going to build an app where users can create items to buy. We store this list for the current user. Cool. Input element. What do you want to buy? Do a button. And we're going to say save. All right, we're going to do a new thing, and that thing is going to be a new type, and the type is going to be shopping item. Cool. So we need to save a new field, and that field is going to be name. Whoa, of type text. And we're going to say that's the input value. Cool. Reset the form. Can't forget to do that. All right, so attach the list of items to the current user. Make changes to current user. Create a new field. It's going to be of shopping item. Can have multiple things. Cool. We're going to add result of step 1, create a new shopping item. Well, that is pretty slick, I gotta say. All right, so now we're going to get a repeating group. Make that huge thing. Type of content is going to be shopping items. Data source is going to be current users shopping list. Cool. Let's add the shopping list text. This can be dynamic data, shopping items name. And then we're going to have an icon delete. And it's going to be of type, let's do trash. Delete. It's going to be red. And it's going to be much smaller because that's way too big. Oopsies. I mean to change the XY. That was pretty funny. All right. Nope, go away. Go away. And then this list, let's do many more rows. There we go. And I think this trash can still needs to get smaller. Let's do 15 by 15. Go. I like these walkthroughs, but to be honest, it's like, stop getting in my ways. I need to make this not as tall. Can I make this? And this, let's make them both align. Align top. Cool. All right, now what did you want me to do? Click the delete icon, start edit workflow. When it's done, then we're going to change shopping list, remove current sales shopping item. That's a pretty slick way to do that, honestly. Pretty cool. Foo bar baz. Cool. We can delete that. Wow. I am so very impressed. I'm not even gonna lie. That is super slick. I am, yes, bravo. That is not an easy thing to make easy. You did a really good job with that. That's pretty cool. All right. Bubble ecosystem rich of all sorts of plugins. Animated GIFs via the Giphy plugin, type a word, and it'll get GIFs from Giphy. Always with the input. Cool. Repeating group. One row and 4 columns. Open the plugins. Whoop. Giphy. Type of content, animated GIF from an external API. Whoops. Go back. Meh. External API. Giphy. We're going to use the text inputs value. Visual elements, image. Insert dynamic thing. Current cells animate GIFs. Animated URL. I think I'm ahead of it, but it's not picking that up. All right. Dynamic data. Still URL. Okay. Oh, got you. To find a way that the area, to specify an area that the page will display an animated GIF, and a workflow defines which GIF to display. I'm with you. All right, so type of content is an animated GIF. The image will be the parent group's animated GIFs animated URL. Cool. So then we're going to click on this when we do a workflow item, add an action that is display data. So we're going to get current cells animated GIF. All right. This is wonderful. Also makes me want to watch Futurama. Dude, I can't even begin to say how impressed I am with this tool. This is wicked impressive. There, I guess I began to say it. It's wicked impressive. I'm getting kind of like tired of doing tutorials, but I don't know how many there are left. They're integrating with the iTunes API now. That seems pretty complicated, but pretty cool. Boom, 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 boom. 8 out of 12. I wanted to go back to the lessons. I'm kind of stubborn. I just want to finish it, but it says we've only got like 10 minutes left, so plus this one. Maybe I'll have to watch some videos too. All right, so APIs and external data sources. We're going to display a list of songs from iTunes. We'll type a word and get songs from iTunes with a title that contains that word. Sweet. Input text. It seems like where we always start. Yep. All right. Repeating groups, of course. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to have 3 rows and 2 columns. All right. Get some plugins. Come on, computers. Cool. Back to design. Yep. Repeating group, iTunes song. Data source. Get from an external API, iTunes. Search is getting the inputs value. Okay. All right, let's get a link. Put the link in the cell. Dynamic thing would be current cells iTunes songs track title. External URL would be current iTunes songs URL. Open a new tab. That's not enough for me though. I know we can do better. Let's put an image in here. Crap. Every time I open my big mouth. Cram it. Let's make this square. Like this, but we'll make it bigger too. Are those squares? Those are squares. All right. We'll do it like that. Like that. Image in there. No, no. Make it smaller. I want it to be square. Where did he go? Hide that bouncy arrow. Where did my image go? Let me try this again. But then this time, I'm going to, instead of doing that, I'm going to say the width 100 and the height is 100. Cool. And then dynamic image is going to be current sales iTunes songs album image. We're going to make the this needs to be center aligned. And then let's actually make it 2. Yeah. Pretty cool. All right. I think we got 2 more. Charting elements, dynamic data, create a form so you can enter data points. We'll display those on a chart. Guess what? We're doing forms. You never would have believed it. Label should not be empty. We'll do another one. Forms value. We'll say a decimal. Draw a button on the right of the elements to save the data point. Okay. Save. I need a bigger thing, bigger monitor if I'm going to do this app. Too many floating things around. I mean, this is a very small monitor. Data point creation form. Cool. Create workflow. All right. Create a new thing. We're going to call these what points. Create a new type. Data point. Going to set a new field. It's going to say label, and it's going to be type text. Then we want to say this is to the input labels value. Set another field. It's going to say value. It's going to be a number. And set it to input values field. Value. All right. And we're going to do reset inputs. Cool. Let's build our chart. Gonna get a plugins, which the loading screen takes a while. Chart element. I think I mistyped element. Nope, I did it. Okay. Boom. Done and done. Back to design. Let's click on line bar chart. Cool. Let's make it a bar. Type of data is a data point. Data source. Do search for all data points. And then the value and the label. Cool. That is so slick. I am just wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. All right. I think this is the last lesson, and then there's the capstone of doing a to-do item list thingy. All right, log in with Facebook. All right, Facebook plugin. Type for the Facebook. Bookface. That was one of my favorite episodes from The Office. Bum bum bum. All right, click the button on the page, do the thing, log in with Facebook group. Do some texts, dynamic, parent groups thing. Wait, current users, Facebook, first name, current users, Facebook's last name, and a photo. Current users, Facebook, profile pic. Cool, now let's add some workflows on this thingamabob. Sign up with a social network, OAuth provider Facebook. Okay. And then I'm going to change this to be with a style. So 150 by 150. And then I think we can actually do this, have both in here. Current user's Facebook name. Current user's Facebook first name, space, current user's Facebook last name. And then it's just their full name. And let's actually bring it, put it up here above here. No, I want it below. Because if it's below, then it can be tall if it needs to be. We'll make it just the same width. All right. No, I don't want to. Button. I'm going off the grid here, guys. We're going to say log out. All right, we'll make this of style danger button. Cool. And we are going to put that here. And then we are going to say that this group, how do we do this? We say it's like visibility conditional when I think they're going to talk to me about doing this. Fine. I'll do two things. I don't want to. I just wanted to let you know that I didn't want to do this. Dynamic, current users, Facebook, last name. All right. Cool. So button logout is not selected. Start edit workflow. Let's click to lock the user out. It's not true though, because I feel like sign up login with a Facebook, and then I think we want to show the element. We want to show Facebook info only when current user is logged in. I might have broken that, honestly, yeah. Yeah, because we don't want that shown right now. This whole group, conditional, when current user isn't logged in. This element is visible, is false. Actually, now that I think about it, let's go back to this login button workflow. And we can delete this point, because I think this other conditional will take care of that for us. Okay, let's preview this again. Log in with Facebook. Facebook. Nah. No. Facebook. I think this is a thing. Oh, duh. It auto-filled that for me. Cool. I didn't know I had it on this browser. Wow, okay. That's quite a while ago, I guess. Update. Yep. Allow bubble. Don't show that. Skip. I want to go back. Oh, I need to have that maybe to log in. Continue. That didn't really seem to work, did it? It's because I broke this. Current user's Facebook first name. No. I wonder if it's because of that off Facebook stuff. Weird. Nope. Broken. What's broken? Oh, what error did that say? Encountered an unexpected error. I don't know. I think it's probably, I had this, I had changed some privacy setting. So Facebook, Facebook wasn't tracking me all over the webs. And I guess I broke it. So I'm just going to say that was probably not related to this lesson. All right. Last lesson, I think. Your very own to-do app. All right. To-do. And let's call it my to-dos. Big old text. Centered. It's all about these input fields. That's the name of the game. To do. Date time. Cool. What? The button. And say create. Workflow. When the button is clicked, create a new thing. Type. New type. To do. Set a field. New field. Title. Type text. And it equals input to do's value. Set another field. New field. Due date. Of type date. Due dates value. Oh, and then I guess there has to be a done field or something, right? Finished. Boolean, yes or no. And we're going to set it to no. All right, and then element actions, reset inputs. Perfect. All right, so we're going to display a list of all the unfinished to-dos. Believe it or not, yet another repeating group. Can you even imagine? All right, and then we're going to do 10 type of content or to-dos. Data source is do a search for a to-dos. And then where it is finished is a false. Finished equals a no. And sort by due date. All right, so we're going to add text element. And we're going to call this one all right, dynamic data. Whoop. Current cells to-dos title. All right. We're going to add a date here. Current cells to-dos due date. Formatted. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty awesome. Oh no. No, I lost it. Where did it go? No. You come back. You come back. That's what I thought. All right. Just trying to get these to be actual good formats. Can you do like vertical spacing? Center the text vertically. See, that's what I'm talking about, Bubble. You know what's up. All right. So button. And I guess we're going to put it over here. And we're going to say done. This, we're going to say when the button is data things, make a change to a thing. The thing is the current cells to do. We're going to change finished to yes. Go back here. A link. Okay. Oh, well, that's nice. All right. I don't want to preview it quite yet because this done button, you got to hide that little annoying arrow. I wonder, oops. Is it possible to make it an icon instead? Can I put an icon instead of here? Meh. Can you make buttons that have icons though? Success button. I thought we had said that that couldn't be empty, but cool. And we're going to go to see more things that we can do. That's what they did with that. I thought that's what they did with that link. Oh, cool. Back to lesson lists. All right. Well, that was fun on a bun. To quote Bender from Futurama. So, I think that I'm going to take a bit of a break. I might still dig around with some of the features, maybe not, but that was incredibly eye-opening. I'm really glad that we went through those tutorials. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Just knowing where the things are is very helpful. They also have, I think, some videos. Maybe I'll end up watching some of those. Bow, 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 bow. Overview of mobile concepts in an ebook format. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You can do testing, huh? That's pretty cool. General strategies. Dev version. Bubble bug. Videos. Workflows. Responsive settings. Cool. Conditional formatting. Saving stuff. Displaying repeating groups. Defining types of things. Sending data to a group. External APIs. Videos. This looks like it has some like calculator, like derived values. Pretty cool. And then a whole bunch of forum stuff. Sweet. One of the things that I was wondering is let me just make like a test one real quick. Other. Oh, huh. That's pretty funny. So I'm wondering about, maybe I could just look it up. Bubble subscription Stripe, maybe? Can you do like, yeah, I'm wondering about like payments. Like I see that you can create user accounts and stuff like that. Recurring payment apps. I'm guessing that if I were to like load a plugin, maybe. Cool. Oh yeah, so I've heard about AirDev. My associate is friends with them. They help you build stuff. I'd love to talk with them sometime. Salesforce. Huh. That's pretty cool. Okay, design tab, we already knew that one. Workflow. Yep. Editing elements. Yep. Workflows triggered by an event, such as hitting a button. Cool. So cool. All right. I'm guessing that we must have like a sign up. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it for now. But yeah, this has been cool. I'll have to come up with some. I've got a whole list of app ideas, so I'll have to find some of them and just play around a little bit. It'd be pretty fun. Cool. All right. Well, take care. I will see you on the flip side.